Okay, now we'll just zero this and see what it is over here. Find out what the difference is. Now I'm just going to have to eyeball it here. Not going to be a big difference. Oh, you know what? I accidentally pushed the button when I had it upside down there. Well, anyway, I could see that there was very, very little difference, maybe a 64th of an inch. However, that brings up a bit of a problem that I'm probably going to have. And I was thinking of this yesterday. And one of the viewers actually alluded to that in the comments that I read this morning. At least I think he was thinking of the same thing. And I'm going to talk about that. Now, when I'm cutting out this radius here like this, where it enters here and exits here might be a slight difference in height, just very slight. And what I'm thinking is it's probably going to be the same error each time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the best sides for the front of the dial, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over every other piece. So in other words, let's say this piece was a little bit low and this piece is a little bit high. Now I know I'm exaggerating because I really don't think there's going to be a huge difference. However, if this one is low and this one is always high, when I put the next piece up against it, which is the same way, well, the high one from this end is going to be up against the low one of this end. Whereas if I flip them over, then you're going to have a high and a low and a low, and so on all the way around. Just a thought. It'll probably work, but I don't think it's going to be real important. After the teeth are all inserted, the plan is to trim all the teeth while the thing is completely assembled. And I've got a plan for that. Okay, I've been through all of these now, and this is the side I like. So, that means these are the back sides. Alright, we'll just mark them. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is going to be the back, so it doesn't matter that it's got those little marks on there. Now, what I'll do is, I'm going to flip over every other one. So, 2 is the other one. No, pardon me. 2 is even. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now I'll just have to watch that I don't get them mixed up when I hook them onto my jig. And I'm just going to double check. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. I think you understand what I'm trying to do. I hope. Well, next I got to get my bandsaw adjusted. Now I want to remember, don't flip these over. I can honestly say this is the first time I'm trying this, so it's a learning experience. Well, I think it's going to be okay. The hole I got drilled in here is at a right angle to the blade, to the leading edge of the blade. And my thinking is that if I push very, very gently, I'm not going to have blade deflection, which is going to give me the illusion of bandsaw drift. I think this is going to work. I wish this was a little flatter here. Wonder if I was to spring it just a little. As long as I keep the angle the same, it'll be alright. Well, I guess we'll give it a try and see what happens. Well, here we go. Now, I was going to cut this out, but you know, I think I'm going to leave it in. It's kind of funny. The way I got everything set up here, I wasn't able to reach the switch to turn on the bandsaw. Now, while I'm standing here doing this, I'm thinking to myself, this is going a lot easier than I thought it would. I'm putting very little pressure on the blade. I probably could have gone a lot faster. But as I mentioned earlier, I was afraid of deflecting the blade, and if I did, the blade would possibly exit somewhere where it's not supposed to. So I didn't want to take a chance. I can remember reading in some of the comments that some of you were saying that you didn't like it when I cut parts out or sped things up. In other words, you preferred to see it in real time. Well, you're going to be in luck with this one. And for the rest of you, well, you know where the fast forward button is. Many of you who are watching this series have also seen other little videos that I've posted, like the one on Monday about my daughter's clock. Well, I'm kind of hoping that that movement that I ordered on Monday is going to show up today. It may not. Canada Post is threatening to go on strike, and they may be doing some sort of work slowdown for all I know. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping I can work on that tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on this tomorrow. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see the other 5 segments being cut, just watch this one 5 more times. I'll be doing it exactly the same way. Won't be any different. Yeah. Anyway, now thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, one way or the other.